Now, speaking of Hollywood, Hollywood has no original ideas. As we saw with Rachel Zegler and Snow White, they just want to keep regurgitating and recycling the same old stuff, and each time it gets worse. Can y'all not go back to the drawing board? Y'all are paid millions and billions of dollars, and you can't come up with new intellectual property. There's no new IP in Hollywood that's interesting. They just keep going back and recycling the same old stories. And Ryan Murphy, the creator of Glee, I believe he created Nip Tuck, American Horror Story, American Crime Story. He has no original ideas either. He keeps going back and he wants to do Menendez. He wants to do Johnny Versace. Well, Ryan Murphy has now decided he is going to do the JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette love story from the 90s. Now, Carolyn Bessette was the quintessential cool girl. Carolyn Bessette was known for working at Calvin Klein, being effortless, having chic style. Girls to this day are recreating Carolyn Bessette's outfits. She had this effortless cool factor that just can't be taught, can't be recreated. JFK Jr. was one of the most eligible bachelors. He had thick hair, he was from the Kennedy dynasty, he was a little bit rogue, he was a great guy as long as you didn't get into a plane with him. That was JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. They had this whirlwind romance that people followed for years and years and years. They were an iconic it couple, not just in New York City, but across the United States of America. Well, Ryan Murphy has decided he is going to do American Love Story, JFK Jr. and Carolyn. Now, Ryan Murphy actually released stills and videos of what these actors are going to look like playing JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. And let me just tell you, it's like the Alibaba, Temu, Wish knockoff version of JFK Jr. and Carolyn. It's like when you order it online, first when it arrives in the mail. I'm here to tell you, she's standing in this weird trench coat with this bag. She does not resemble Carolyn Bessette to me. This guy does not have the same swagger as JFK Jr., as John F. Kennedy Jr. But Ryan Murphy, of course, he wants to make some money. He doesn't have any original ideas anymore, so he's going back. Now, the family has not been consulted whatsoever, which I think is very weird, but I also understand because the Kennedys have to be tired of folks coming in and recreating their life story. And I also have to say, Mad Men was a show that was all about the 60s and advertising, and that's why they were called Mad Men. And even Mad Men, some critics said, you know, you're rewriting and going back and doing a period piece on something that wasn't that long ago. You're doing a period piece on the 60s. And now Ryan Murphy is going to do a period piece on this 90s whirlwind romance between JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Can't we just let some more time pass? Can't you give the Kennedys a week off from having films made about them? And I understand you don't have to love the Kennedys. You can love them. You can hate them. I don't really care. But can this family have a moment where someone's not doing a film, a TV show, a documentary, or posting about them, or regurgitating their life story in their own version and in their own way? But here's what Ryan Murphy actually had to say. He said, I'm thrilled to introduce to you Sarah Pidgeon as Carolyn and Paul Kelly as John F. Kennedy Jr. Over 1,000 actors auditioned for each of these roles, and we absolutely found the perfect choices. American Love Story premieres Valentine's Day in 2026. I'm here to tell you, you can audition thousands of people. You can't recreate JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. You just can't do it. And why not let these folks rest in peace? Can we not let anybody rest in peace anymore? You have to recreate their love story time and time and time again. And I also have to say this. The guy playing JFK Jr. just doesn't have the same it factor. You know what I'm saying? There's some type of swagger. I mean, it was his voice. It was his sort of cool, suave thing he had going. You can't recreate it. I don't care how many Lee Strasberg acting classes you take. If you're a method actor, you can't recreate that. And with Carolyn Bessette, I feel for her family too. Can't you let the woman rest in peace? She died tragically in the 90s, and you can't let her just have this moment. Her family has to have a whole TV show of Ryan Murphy with some weird, bizarre actress playing her who looks like a knockoff version. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, I'll go get some clothes at Target, H&M. I'm not really that into fashion. But Carolyn Bessette was a fashion girl. You know what I'm saying? So you can't have the H&M version of Carolyn Bessette and think that it's going to fly. Everybody in fashion is looking at this and going, oh, Ryan Murphy, you missed the boat. You missed the boat and you missed the mark on this one. You might want to go back to the drawing board.